Child of peace, the light has come to you. The light you bring you do not recognize, and yet you will remember. Who can deny himself the vision that he brings to others? And who would fail to recognize a gift he let be laid in heaven through himself? The gentle service that you give the Holy Spirit is service to yourself. You who are now his means must love all that he loves, and what you bring is your remembrance of everything that is eternal. No trace of anything in time can long remain in minds that serve the timeless, and no illusion can disturb the peace of a relationship that has become the means of peace. I love child of peace. The light has come to you. Child of peace, child of the light. And I used to have a problem with God and the Holy Spirit because I did grow up Catholic, and I was very against these terms until I started learning more about biology and physics. And so in religion they call it the Holy Spirit. In physics or in biology we call this respiration, which is very similar. Spirit, respiration. It is the constant spirit and energy that is flowing throughout our entire energetic systems. And I always talk about these brainwave states. The pace of our respiration is these states of consciousness and awareness that we fall into. It's also our hormone structure. So if we have a really speedy respiratory rate, we live in hell on earth, right? And not necessarily all the time, right? Because exercise is good for us. It's great to speed that respiration up and to be able to come back and be in that state of peace and power and strength. But a lot of us are stuck in this really high beta wave frequency, this high respiratory rate related to anxiety, depression, all the chronic diseases, all states of disharmony, even the aging process, as we lose the ability to slow down and sit in heaven on earth, looking at these, even the alpha wave. I don't really talk about the alpha wave too much, but the alpha wave, theta wave, and delta wave, these are the restorative states of our energetic systems. This is also the immune state. So when we look at the delta wave state, that's related to melatonin. The delta wave state, this really deep sleep wave state that we go through at night, we lose in this lessons as we get older with age. And it also lessens when we are in a very stressed out place, when we're in this high beta wave frequency. So we're talking about melatonin. Where is my melatonin going to come from? I am your favorite broken record, but the amino acid tryptophan. Tryptophan breaks down into serotonin and then breaks down into melatonin. And this is why we eat foods for these essential amino and fatty acids. One thing that I encourage you to look into is Dr. Mary Newport's work with fatty acids and Alzheimer's dementia, diabetes type 3. It's so important that everyone learns about how diabetes works, how glucose works, how insulin works, so that we can understand these states of being in either heaven or hell on earth. And in the body, again, when we're in a state of peace, our system runs smoothly and effortlessly. That's what it means to be in heaven on earth. The world is lighter and brighter every step that you take when you're energetically dense, right? Mass repels mass. So when you have good muscle function on the body, your largest endocrine organ, everything around you is lighter. And if it's true of what Einstein says, in the present, time is bent in the presence of energy and matter, space-time. This is our aging process. So you can slow down your aging process if you want by putting on functional muscle, getting into these slower restorative brainwave frequencies. And I'm definitely not the first person to say this, so do your own research, of course. I love you so much. Keep up with those calf raises. If you don't know where to start with those simple calf raises. It's not your waist, it's your calf muscles. And this book that I was reading from, if I didn't mention it before, this is from A Course in Miracles. I really, really like this book, A Foundation for Inner Peace. There's no author. I was sent a video off of YouTube from a friend a few years ago, and I asked my neighbor, hey, have you ever heard of this book because I'm looking to get a copy of it. And she was like, Rachel, I read this book. I was doing these lessons like 40 years ago. You can have it. It's yours. And I have slowly, like, but surely, I just keep rereading this book. I try to read a little bit of it each day. And it's a foundation for inner peace. And this is all about biochemistry. It might not talk about biochemistry, but because like I'm a biology nerd, when I'm constantly reading this, I am translating it. It's talking about the ego and God. Either we're serving ourselves or we're serving the greater whole. And when we serve the greater whole, it's kind of like thinking about like a tumor cell. The tumor cell is looking to build and suck in all the resources to feed itself, or you are a happy cell, in line and in harmony with the whole. You are in service to everyone, not just yourself. All trillions of these little cells. So when I read that book, I kind of translate it into biology, and I love it. It helps me so much. So anyway, I hope this was helpful for you in some way. If it is, you can like, share, and subscribe. But as always, I do wish you the best of luck. You are a child of peace, and the light has come to you, and it never leaves you. So, yeah, good luck. I'll catch you later.